Test your brilliance. What is illegal to do in Minnesota while wearing a duck on your head? B. Entering a theater. What was the first recorded use of a prosthetic limb? C. An Egyptian toe. What scientific phenomenon causes rivers to flow backward during certain events? A. Tidal bore. What did the first vending machine in ancient Greece dispense? B. Holy water. What was originally advertised as liquid sunshine? C. Orange juice. What was bubble wrap originally invented for? A. Insulation. What is special about wombat poop? A. It's cube-shaped. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. Which instrument has 88 keys? B. Piano. A standard piano has 88 keys, 52 white and 36 black. What is the most stolen food in the world? A. Cheese. Cheese is the most shoplifted food globally, with studies estimating it tops theft lists in stores. Which ocean is the saltiest? B. Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic has higher salinity due to less freshwater inflow and higher evaporation rates. What was the first video game to feature a plumber as the main character? C. Donkey Kong. Mario, originally Jumpman, debuted as a plumber in Donkey Kong in 1981. Which country invented the sauna? B. Finland. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. Which movie monster was inspired by a real fish? A. Godzilla. The coelacanth, a prehistoric fish, sparked Godzilla's scaly vibe. What games pieces were once made from real ivory? C. Chess. Ancient chess sets used ivory, fancy and fierce. What's the only English word with 3 consecutive double letters? C. Bookkeeper. B-O-O-K-K-E-E-P-E-R doubles up 3 times. Wordplay win. Which instrument has teeth but doesn't bite? B. Harmonica. Its metal reeds are called teeth. Musical pun. What's the only sport played on the moon? A. Golf. Alan Shepard hit a golf ball on Apollo 14. Cosmic swing. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. What is illegal to do with a moose in Alaska? C. Push it from a plane. Which U.S. state has an official state smell? B. New Mexico. In Switzerland, it is illegal to own just one. A. Goldfish. What unusual ingredient was once used in some early versions of bubble gum? C. Whale blubber. Which of these is a real job title? A. Chicken sexer. What strange thing did NASA once send into space? B. A wheel of cheese. What was banned in Indonesia for being too addictive? A. Yo-yos. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. What's the only letter that is never silent in any English word? B. V. Unlike other letters, V is always pronounced. Which Disney character has a tail but no legs? C. Flounder. Ariel's fishy friend swims with fins and a tail. No legs here. Which planet smells like rotten eggs thanks to its clouds? A. Venus. Sulfur clouds gives it that eggy stench. Which shoe brand's name means victory in Greek? C. Nike. The Greek goddess of victory inspired the swoosh. What was the first emoji ever used? A. Smiley face. Created in 1982 by Scott Fallman, OG Digital Vibes. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. What is the coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth? B, minus 128 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 89.2 degrees Celsius. What part of the human body has no blood supply? C, cornea. What is the longest word in the English language that can be typed using only one hand on a keyboard? C, stewardesses. How long does it take for sunlight to reach Earth? A, 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Which composer wrote the Minute Waltz? C, Chopin. Which of these was once used as a form of currency in the Pacific Islands? A, giant stones. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. Which painter cut off his ear and gave it to someone as a gift? B, Vincent van Gogh. He gave his ear to a friend. Artistic meltdown. Which planet has a day longer than its year? C, Venus. Venus spins so slow a day 243. Earth days outlasts its year 225 days. What's the only continent with no bees? B, Antarctica. Too cold for bees. No buzz in the ice. What's the only U.S. state with a one-syllable name? A, Maine. Short, sweet, and singular. Say it fast. What's the only language with no word for no? C, Navajo. Navajo uses tone and context instead. Very tricky. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. What's the only country with a square flag and a dragon? B, Bhutan. Bhutan's square flag rocks a dragon. Unique flex. Which element was discovered on the sun before Earth? C, helium. Helium's spectral lines showed up in sunlight first. Solar scoop. Which country's national anthem has no lyrics? A, Spain. Marcha Real is all music, no words, silent vibes. Which country has a national holiday for cats? A, Japan. Japan celebrates Cat Day on February 22 because nya, a cat sound, sounds like two in Japanese. What color is a polar bear's fur? C, clear. Polar bear fur is transparent, appearing white due to light reflection. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. What is the national animal of Scotland? B, unicorn. What is the only letter that does not appear in any U.S. state name? B, the letter Q. What is the name of the paperclip-shaped assistant in early versions of Microsoft Office? A, Clippy. In what year was the barcode first scanned on a product? 1974. What does www stand for in a website URL? A, World Wide Web. What is the only muscle in the human body that is attached at just one end? C, tongue. What is the only planet in the solar system that rotates clockwise? A, Venus. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. Which famous monument has a hidden apartment inside it? A, Eiffel Tower. Gustave Eiffel built a small apartment near the top for himself, now a tourist exhibit. Which planet has the most moons as of 2025? B, Saturn. Has 145 known moons, 83 with confirmed orbits, 62 provisional, surpassing Jupiter. Which element was named after a village in Scotland? A, strontium. Strontium was named after Stronty in Scotland, where it was first discovered in 1790. Which mathematician's last words were reportedly, "Don't disturb my circles"? C, Archimedes. Archimedes, killed during the Roman siege of Syracuse, was focused on his geometric drawings. Are you a genius? Test Your Brilliance. Which movie monster was inspired by a real fish? A. Godzilla. The coelacanth, a prehistoric fish, sparked Godzilla's scaly vibe. What games pieces were once made from real ivory? C. Chess. Ancient chess sets used ivory, fancy and fierce. What's the only English word with 3 consecutive double letters? C. Bookkeeper. Bookkeeper doubles up 3 times. Wordplay win. Which instrument has teeth but doesn't bite? B. Harmonica. Its metal reeds are called teeth. Musical pun. What's the only sport played on the moon? A. Golf. Alan Shepard hit a golf ball on Apollo 14. Cosmic swing. Are you a genius? Test Your Brilliance. Which app's logo was inspired by a ghost? A. Snapchat. The ghost logo, Ghostface Chilla, ties to disappearing snaps. Boo! What's the only number spelled with the same letters as its value? C4. FOUR has 4 letters. Mind blown. What's the only country named after a woman? B. St. Lucia. Named after St. Lucy. Feminine flex. What's the shortest war in history in minutes? A. 38 minutes. The Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 lasted 38 minutes. Blink and it's over. Which singer's real name is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanata? B. Lady Gaga. Gaga's birth name is a mouthful. Iconic switch-up. Are you a genius? Test Your Brilliance. What strange ingredient was once commonly used in Egyptian toothpaste? A. Burnt eggshells. What is the only U.S. state name that can be typed using only 1 row of a QWERTY keyboard? C. Alaska. What part of the human body can heal itself the fastest? B. Cornea. What country has more pyramids than Egypt? A. Sudan. What can be found at the center of a golf ball? B. A rubber core. What is the only letter that is worth 0 points in Scrabble? A. Blank tile. What everyday item was originally used to clean wallpaper? C. Play-Doh. Are you a genius? Test Your Brilliance. What is the only U.S. state with a non-rectangular flag? B. Ohio. What language has the most native speakers? C. Mandarin Chinese. What year did humans first walk on the moon? B. 1969. Who wrote Moby Dick? C. Herman Melville. What color is the black box flight recorder in an airplane? A. Orange. Which part of the human body contains the smallest bone? C. Ear. What is the capital of Canada? B. Ottawa. Who composed The Four Seasons? C. Antonio Vivaldi. Are you a genius? Test Your Brilliance. What soft drink was originally invented as a headache remedy? A. Coca-Cola. What is the capital of the U.S. state of Texas? C. Austin. What is the largest internal organ in the human body? C. Liver. What does the zip in zip code stand for? C. Zone Improvement Plan. Who was the first person to reach both the North and South Poles? B. Ranulph Fiennes. What is the longest-running Broadway show? C. The Phantom of the Opera. What does the acronym SCUBA stand for? A. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Are you a genius? Test Your Brilliance. Which fast food chain popularized the Baconator burger? C. Wendy's. What does the G in G-force stand for? A. Gravity. Which common kitchen ingredient can be used to neutralize odors in the fridge? B. Baking soda. What was the first console video game that allowed players to save their progress? C. The Legend of Zelda. Which country has the most vending machines per capita? A. Japan. What is the most abundant gas in Earth's atmosphere? B. Nitrogen. What part of the body does a podiatrist specialize in? B. Feet. Are you a genius? Test your brilliance. Which animal is known as man's best friend? B. Dog. What is the largest organ in the human body? C. Skin. What is the freezing point of water in Celsius? A. 0. Which year did World War II end? C. 1945. What does the term CPU stand for in computing? B. Central Processing Unit. Who discovered penicillin? A. Alexander Fleming. What is the square root of 64? C. 8. Are you a genius?
Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What is the name of the artist who sang Shake It Off and is known for her Eras tour? Taylor Swift. Second question. What is the name of the superhero alter ego of Peter Parker? Spider-Man. Third question. In the world of Pokemon, who is Ash Ketchum's first Pokemon? Pikachu. Fourth question. Which computer programming language shares its name with an Indonesian island? Java. Fifth question. The mathematical constant that begins with 2.718 is known as? Euler's number. Sixth question. The ancient Mesopotamian writing system made of wedge-shaped characters is called? Cuneiform. Are you a genius? Follow to test your genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What is the name of the famous animated dog who solves mysteries with the Mystery Inc. gang? Scooby-Doo. Second question. What color are the Smurfs in the popular cartoon series? Blue. Third question. What is the capital city of New Zealand? Wellington. Fourth question. In Greek mythology, who is the goddess of wisdom and warfare? Athena. Fifth question. What is the largest bone in the human body? Femur. Sixth question. The Ninth Symphony composed by Ludwig van Beethoven is commonly referred to as? The Choral Symphony. Are you a genius? Follow to test your genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. How many continents are there on Earth? 7. Second question. What type of animal is the mascot for Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal? Tiger. Third question. What is the name of the game where players build and explore blocky worlds? Minecraft. Fourth question. Which is the only country in the world to have a non-rectangular flag? Nepal. Fifth question. What is the name of the chemical element with the atomic number 118? Oganesson. Sixth question. The first human to journey into outer space was? Yuri Gagarin. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What do bees produce? Honey. Second question. What color are the stars on the flag of the United States? White. Third question. Who wrote the play Romeo and Juliet? William Shakespeare. Fourth question. What is the term for an animal that eats both plants and meat? Omnivore. Fifth question. What is the mathematical term for a number that cannot be expressed as a fraction? Irrational. Sixth question. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize in physics? Marie Curie. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 5 out of 5, then you are a genius. First question. What is the main ingredient in guacamole? Avocado. Second question. What is the name of the first book in the Harry Potter series? Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in the US. Third question. What is the name of the ship Charles Darwin travelled on during his scientific voyage? HMS Beagle. Fourth question. What is the name of the deepest oceanic trench in the world? Mariana Trench. Fifth question. Who is credited with inventing the first mechanical computer? Charles Babbage. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What is 10 plus 15? 25. Second question. What is the tallest animal in the world? Giraffe. Third question. What is the name of the chemical element with the symbol O? Oxygen. Fourth question. What is the hardest naturally occurring mineral on Earth? Diamond. Fifth question. What is the rarest blood type? AB negative. Sixth question. Which country is known as the land of the rising sun? Japan. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. In the story of the 3 little pigs, what did the smartest pig build his house with? Bricks. Second question. In Greek mythology, who is the god of the sea? Poseidon. Third question. Who painted the famous artwork, The Starry Night? Vincent van Gogh. Fourth question. What is the name of the largest desert in the world? Antarctica. Fifth question. What is the mathematical constant represented by the Greek letter pi to 2 decimal places? 3.14. Sixth question. What is the only country that shares a border with Portugal? Spain. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What colour do you get when you mix blue and yellow? Green. Second question. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Jupiter. Third question. In Greek mythology, who is the god of the underworld? Hades. Fourth question. Which country gifted the Statue of Liberty to the United States? France. Fifth question. What is the smallest continent by land area? Australia. Sixth question. In what year was the United Nations established? 1945. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What is the name of the planet we live on? Earth. Second question. In what sport do players try to score goals by kicking a ball into a net? Soccer. Third question. In what year did the first manned moon landing take place? 1969. Fourth question. Which country is famous for inventing the pizza? Italy. Fifth question. Which famous novel begins with the line, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times"? A Tale of Two Cities. Sixth question. Who is the only person to have won Nobel Prizes in 2 different sciences? Marie Curie. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. In the solar system, what is the planet closest to the Sun? Mercury. Second question. What is the chemical symbol for water? H2O. Third question. Which country has the most time zones? France. Fourth question. Which artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Michelangelo. Fifth question. What is the smallest country in the world by land area? Vatican City. Sixth question. Which famous mathematical sequence is characterized by each number being the sum of the 2 preceding ones? Fibonacci sequence. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What is the tallest mountain in the world is? Mount Everest. Second question. In what year did the Titanic sink? 1912. Third question. Who wrote the play Romeo and Juliet? William Shakespeare. Fourth question. In Greek mythology, who is the god of the sea? Poseidon. Fifth question. Who developed the theory of general relativity? Albert Einstein. Sixth question. What element is represented by the symbol W on the periodic table? Tungsten. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What is 5 plus 7? 12th. Second question. What is the longest river in the world? Nile River, debated with the Amazon, but traditionally considered the Nile. Third question. What is the chemical symbol for gold? AU. Fourth question. Which planet in our solar system has the most moons? Saturn. Fifth question. What is the term for a word or phrase that reads the same backward as forward? Palindrome. Sixth question. In what year was the Berlin Wall built? 1961. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What is the name of the school Harry Potter attends in J.K. Rowling's books? Hogwarts. Second question. What is the name of the process by which plants make their own food using sunlight? Photosynthesis. Third question. The currency used in Japan is called? The yen. Fourth question. What is the name of the device used to measure atmospheric pressure? Barometer. Fifth question. In Greek mythology, who was the first woman on Earth created by the gods? Pandora. Sixth question. What is the capital city of Liechtenstein? For do's, are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. In what month does the new year begin? January. Second question. What is the largest mammal in the world? Blue whale. Third question. Who is the author of the book 1984? George Orwell. Fourth question. Which ancient civilization built Machu Picchu? Inca. Fifth question. What is the term for animals that are active during twilight, dawn and dusk? Crepuscular. Sixth question. What is the smallest bone in the human body located in the middle ear? Stapes. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What colour is the sky on a clear, sunny day? Blue. Second question. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Leonardo da Vinci. Third question. What is the name of the fictional city where The Simpsons is set? Springfield. Fourth question. What is the term for animals that are active during the night? Nocturnal. Fifth question. The city of Timbuktu is located in the modern-day country of Mali. Sixth question. What is the term for the longest side of a right triangle? Hypotenuse. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What is the capital city of France? Paris. Second question. The Great Wall of China was primarily built to protect against invasions from the Mongols. Third question. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, what is the name of Thor's enchanted hammer? Mjolnir. Fourth question. What is the second largest ocean in the world? Atlantic Ocean. Fifth question. What is the term for animals that only eat plants? Herbivores. Sixth question. What is the only planet in our solar system that rotates on its side, nearly perpendicular to its orbit? Uranus. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What colour are most bananas when they are ripe? Yellow. Second question. In the Harry Potter series, what is the name of Harry's pet owl? Hedwig. Third question. What fruit is famously on the cover of the Beatles' final studio album, Abbey Road? Apple. Fourth question. In the Legend of Zelda series, what is the full name of the princess who often needs rescuing? Princess Zelda. Fifth question. What is the smallest prime number? 2. Sixth question. Which Greek philosopher is known for his method of questioning to stimulate critical thinking and illuminate ideas? Socrates. Are you a genius? Follow to Test Your Genius daily. Test your brilliance regarding general knowledge. If you get 6 out of 6, then you are a genius. First question. What is the name of the world's largest ocean? Pacific Ocean. Second question. What color is the famous swoosh logo of Nike? White. Third question. What is the name of the social media platform launched in 2016, where users share short-form videos? TikTok. Fourth question. In Greek mythology, who is the king of the gods? Zeus. Fifth question. What is the square root of 1024? 32. Sixth question. What is the name of the world's first artificial satellite launched by the Soviet Union in 1957? Sputnik. Are you a genius? Follow to test your genius daily. Test your brilliance with this general knowledge quiz. If you get 5 out of 5, then you are a genius. First question. Which social media platform was known for its 140-character tweets? Twitter. Second question. What year was the first iPhone get released? 2007. Third question. Which country was the first to land a spacecraft on the far side of the moon in 2019? China. Fourth question. Which ancient Greek mathematician is known as the father of geometry? Euclid. Fifth question. Who coined the term meme in the 1976 book The Selfish Gene? Richard Dawkins. Are you a genius? Follow to test your genius daily. Test your brilliance with this general knowledge quiz. If you get 5 out of 5, then you are a genius. First question. Which popular streaming service produced the series Stranger Things? Netflix. Second question. Which planet is known as the Red Planet? Mars. Third question. Who wrote the fantasy novel series A Song of Ice and Fire, which inspired the TV show Game of Thrones? George R.R. Martin. Fourth question. What is the longest-running animated TV show in American history? The Simpsons. Fifth question. What is the name of the first human-made object to leave the solar system, launched by NASA in 1977? Voyager 1. Are you a genius? Follow to test your genius daily.